Hello everyone, and welcome to something a little bit different. Today we're going to be taking a look at something that's I've been excited for quite a while, but it has just come into early access on Steam, and that's the Lord of the Rings living card game in digital form. For those of you who don't know, the Lord of the Rings living card game has existed for quite a while. It was released by Fantasy Flight Games, and it was one of the first forays into cooperative card games. So a living card game, for those of you who don't know, is essentially like a collectible card game, except rather than being released in booster packs and things like that, there's maybe a monthly release. You buy that, you get every copy of a card that you would need to play, and you get all of the, in this case, all of the enemy decks and things like that. So you don't need to buy hundreds, thousands of dollars worth of boosters. You just pay your $20 or $25 or whatever every month, and you have everything. So what Asmodee Digital have done here is kind of ported some of that game in, but they've adjusted a lot to make it a bit more user-friendly, make it a bit more simplified. I really like that. Unfortunately, the co-op mode is not implemented yet, so we've just kind of got a player versus AI, a PvE experience going on. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play through a little bit, kind of show you some of the mechanics, and then we'll delve into a bit of the economy, because I know a lot of people are really interested in that. So here's the main screen. We'll just jump into the play mode. Currently, there is just one campaign in the game, which is the Atacop campaign, and each campaign has a couple of quests in it. You can see here everyone gets this one for free. I've unlocked 2 of the extra ones for paying for it, and there's 2 more that I haven't bought yet. So what we'll do is we'll play through the first mission, the one that everyone gets for free. We'll just use the starter deck. I think it's actually a pretty good deck as well. And I'll show you what is up. I've played through the tutorial and all the quests that I've had, slowly just kind of exploring things and checking out the different cards.
After arriving at Beyond's Hall,
so this is one of the really cool elements of a lot of these the co-op games that Fantasy Flight have done, particularly with Arkham, the most recent co-op game, is they really tried to involve a lot of role-playing elements into it and get that lore feel coming on. So we get really well voice-acted, not cutscenes, but I guess this is like a preamble. Kind of sets up the scene, thematically what are we doing, and then when we play the game, that's going to be mechanically what we're doing. So the story here is just after the tutorial, Bilbo gets kidnapped by some spiders. I'm not a big Lord of the Rings head, so if I mispronounce something, do not eviscerate me.
you're about to investigate several giant
You're a
spiders
preamble.
crawling
What are you
through
talking
the
about, Eddie?
They don't seem at all
So Bilbo's just been kidnapped by some spiders, and our adventuring party, our adventuring crew, is going to go find out what's up. So whenever you build a deck, you choose 3 heroes, and those start in play. And they also decide which kind of cards you can play in your deck. We start with 5 cards in hand, with which we can mulligan things away. So the cost is up in this top left here. I really like the Warrior Sword because it's free to play. This card, not so much. It's pretty expensive, pretty inefficient as well. We don't have a lot of resources, so we'll get rid of that. I do like Advanced Warning, Self-Preservation. Yeah, we'll keep these. So we'll go through some of the elements of what's going on here. So firstly, it's going to tell us exactly what we need to do. Defeat every enemy or resolve Glint of Steel. And then we can go on to the next part of this this quest. So Glint of Steel is this over here. And these are all enemies. So a couple of elements. Firstly, on the right, this is the threat tracker. As it hits certain thresholds, bad things will happen, and when it hits 50, we lose. Conversely, over here we have the fate tracker. Every time we get to a certain threshold, we can use a fun special ability. In fact, we can check this out. So, if we get to 7, we can have a cool dwarf join our party. This one can exhaust some spiders, make killing them a little bit easier. Now, what we've got in play is a couple of characters here. So you can see this Aragorn is pretty cool. This is how much threat you start the game with by including Aragorn in your party. So naturally, kind of, you know, more aggressive characters or better characters kind of give you more threat, more of a disadvantage. They've got an attack value. They've got a health value. So this is how much damage they do, how much damage they can take before they cark it. And then they also have the willpower value here. Now, willpower is used to do these types of events. We've got that 6 willpower here. So we can kind of attack it with willpower to reduce it. And once it's done, something will happen. We can also use them to add their willpower value to our fate to activate those cool effects. And we might try and go for that in this one. In our hand, we've got some allies, I think they're called, like extra characters. We've got an equipment, which is what this purple thing here, and we'll actually get to see the cool like equipment tracker. And we've also got this, which is a preparation, which is kind of like a trap card in a way. But first thing we'll do is we'll play this Guard of the Citadel. So Guard of the Citadel has guard, so you can see these shield things on our opponent's monsters. Guard is kind of like taunt. You see, if we try and get Gimli here to attack anything, he can only attack the thing that has guard. And whenever you attack a thing that has guard, they also deal their damage back, which usually they don't. So it's quite dangerous. So we want to protect our guard a little bit here. Great thing is we have Arwen in our party. She restores health every turn. So it kind of gives you a bit of a long game thing. Juruku got to head out. No worries. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for checking things out. VODs will be up soon. Always good to see you. So what we'll do is we'll actually... maybe we can sacrifice the guard. No, I think we'll guard with our Aragorn. Oh wow. Okay, so this is a Mirkwood Broodmother. So our opponent has just played that. They've got resource. We have resources here. Our opponent has resources here. So this is add one hatchling spider and gain 1 threat. So this is a hatchling spider. But our Aragorn still has the guard up. So what we might do is use this opportunity to give Gimli a warrior sword. So you can see here now he's got this equipment tracker up here. You can have 4 equipment, 1 weapon, 1 armor, 1, what's this, special, and this is affliction. So you're going to have 1 of each. So they attacked here. So maybe we can go up with Gimli. So he slays that spider back, which is pretty good. We still kind of want to save our guy. So we can play the Caregiver, which restores 2 health to a character. So we can restore that to the guard, so he's not going to get killed by one of the spiders. Why do some dudes with guard have shields and some do not? So we can take a guard action, a defense action, which gives it guard for that turn kind of thing. But as soon as something with guard is attacked, it loses guard, and if it's exhausted, it also loses guard. But this character just has the guard keyword, so when it comes into play and every turn, it regains guard. But right now, its kind of guard effect or its tauntness has been silenced, in a way. Maybe we're just trying too hard to save this chump. Yeah, maybe we are. Let's try and get Thingo to join our party. And we don't have any moves left, so in turn, Sauron passes, and then we go to a new round. So we kind of go back and forth until eventually a new round starts. we go to upkeep, so Arwen lets us restore 1 health, so we'll give it to Gimli. And we draw 2 and gain 2 resources. This card's pretty sick, just gains an extra resource. Always like this kind of stuff. What we might do is we'll set up this preparation so that the next enemy enters play exhausted. So if our opponent goes to play something big and spicy, we'll take a guard with Aragorn. Aragorn also has a cool power ability, so we can use it. We can spend a resource to ready him, so we can do something else with him, and we get a surge action, which means we get an extra action, so we can ready him and do a thing, which is really cool. Alright, I think what we'll do, because we're on 5, is we'll take a fade action before he dies, but that's okay, and now we can use this, so we get Glóin. So I don't know if any of you are Lord of the Rings heads, I don't know if this is a big thematic moment for you or something, but Glóin's pretty cool, good stats. It can discard shadow attachments, which are usually kind of detrimental, I'm pretty sure. We'll just take a guard action with Glóin. So one of the things that we do need to be aware of is we got to try and complete the mission before we get to 50 threat. I think we'll give self-preservation to our boy here. It's going to restore 1 health during the upkeep. Now we can get a resource just for fun. And let's start hacking down some of these spider boys. Kill that. We got a guard spider, so that'll enter play exhausted because of our advanced warning. Glóin rhymes with loin. Glóin? Glóin? Thank you for the correction. Unfortunately, we can't... it still has the guard on. So we'll just gain some fate. What's this too? Look through Bilbo's pack to find some supplies. Should we do that? Let's find some supplies. Lembas. Restore 2 health to a character, then ready them. Okay. Am I saying that right? Lembas? Lembas? So we're done here. So we might go for the kill all enemy spiders route. Kill all enemies route. So once again we get to restore 1 health to a character. We'll store it to Glóin. And we can't take this spider out, unfortunately, before without getting through this. So how do we want to tackle this? Take a guard with excellent. So now we can kill this spider before it attacks. Because it doesn't have guard, it doesn't deal damage back. Watchful eyes. Okay, so this is a kind of interesting element of the game where the longer this stays in play, the worse it's going to get for us. So we have to kind of make a decision if we can kind of kill all of these things right now, or if we and then progress onwards, or not. Well, with the Lembas, we can solve Glint of Steel this turn. So let's kill this so it can't attack us. Do this. Forest Spider. Okay. Let's just gain a resource. Now we can... We'll use Lembas on Aragorn, just to give him an extra heal. Then we can do this and play a lookout.
Nothing passes unnoticed.
And then we can use the lookout to fix this. And that should hopefully trigger the end. Yep, so we find Bilbo's blade, his sword, which gets added to our hand. And then we can travel. So it does trigger the end of round effects. That's something to keep in mind. Said it right. Elven bread. One loaf feeds a man for a month or something.
You noticed that he slid his sword.
How many times have you seen Lord of the Rings?
Spider's poison immobilized him.
Or read it?
Dropped Sting.
Alright, so we're jumping into the next part of the quest. We're going to go take on some Spideronis.
For hours you delve into the
Skip through that. If you want to go back and read it, you can certainly stop the video. Now we've got to find a way across the stream, but we have some interesting things going on. So firstly, they got to 35 threat, so it's going to spawn a bunch of Spiderinos. R1 still triggers, so we'll restore 1 health to Glowin. Got a lot of things in place. So firstly, this is one of their quest objectives. So we can push over this tree to get ahead, which seems like something we want to do because battling all these spiders and everything seems pretty tough. However, there's a wild bear in play. The bear is a 3/4, so it hits pretty hard, has a little bit of health, has Stalwart, which means it kind of gets to act twice. The first time it acts, it doesn't exhaust. It also has Pursuit, so if we leave this area, it follows us. So this bear is pretty deadly. It would be great to kill it immediately. So what we'll do is we'll guard with Aragorn. So the bear comes in. So now he has 2 health left. So we'll use our Glowin to take care of him. So now we can just focus on getting this tree down. Hopefully they don't kill our friends. So this is a bit risky, but we got it done. They attack there, and then we can just travel immediately. Sweet. Whew. So kind of blazing through this, but we're in a pretty bad situation with our with the health of our party. And this is the I guess like a boss kind of level. I think there's still one after this. Usually it says final challenge or something. Okay. So let's put a guard up. Exhaust any character that is damaged by this card. So we'll put a guard up on Glowin. He's got some health to burn. We'll advance warning in case our opponent plays something beefy. Discard a random hero's attachment. Oh no, our self-preservation. Okay. So Sting is pretty interesting. Gives +1 attack or +2 when attacking orcs or spiders. I think we'll just hit for 4. Ooh, a treachery. So that's kind of like what we played before, a preparation. So the next time we play something horrible could happen. So we'll play this Lancer and see what happens. I get exhausted? No. I think we'll even play this Lookout.
My eyes see everything.
So we'll get some fate with her. What's on 6? Remove pursuit from all enemies. Well, nothing has pursuit, so Get some more there. Try and kill this. And we'll kill it. Nice. And now we can travel to the next area. We'll keep the sting in hand, I think. Whew. We're just about to tick over the next threat threshold.
The monotony of the forest claws at you again. You come upon a sudden clearing.
Okay. So now this is the final encounter. So this is kind of the boss, the crescendo, and we have to defeat every enemy. And you know, we've been chasing after, trying to find Bilbo because he got kidnapped by the Spiderinos, and we've got a thrashing cocoon here, which we can kind of solve for 7. And who knows, maybe Bilbo's inside. First things first, though, we got to try and not die. Treachery triggered. Poisoned by spiders. The next character that a spider damages but does not defeat is exhausted through the next round. Oh no. Oh no, indeed. So what I'll do is actually, I'm going to play Feint on this spider. So it reduces its attack to 0. Meaning that it's not going to do any damage to us. We can feel free to attack into it with whatever we would like. Question is, what would we like to do? There's also no fate events here, so we're probably going to use these characters to try and solve this this riddle. But let's just do a big bash. Let's just smash this spider. Under the shadow, gain 2 health. Who gains 2 health? This one. Okay. So now maybe we want to play Sting onto Gloin. Because it gives an extra attack against spiders. Another treachery. Oh no. Hatchling spider. So this is going to attack for 1. Oh, it triggered our preparation. They haven't played a minion in so long. What do they got? Gain Stalwart. Ooh, on this. So Stalwart's the one that lets it act twice, and that's a 3/3 beater. So we definitely want to get rid of that. But let's pop this cocoon first. Cool. Play area is full. We definitely want this ally. Select an ally to replace or cancel to keep your current. So we'll replace this guy because he's about to die. And we get... Oh no, after you play a card, lose a random card from your hand. Okay, that's what the treachery was. That's good, we had a full board anyway. So this is Willelk. Am I saying that right, Eddie? Is there a functional difference between characters that are attacking with melee weapons versus ranged weapons? I guess that's something I didn't say before. So here's the history thing. So where is it? Where's that guy? It's not here. But so ranged characters ignore guard, and they also don't get attacked back when attacking things with guard. So they kind of have like a weird first strike in a way. But yeah, Willelk is amazing, 4 power, very weak on the health side, but he has Stalwart, so he can just bash through idiots. And then we'll give self-preservation to Aragorn, or... Wait, no. I don't think I meant to do that. Didn't he already have self-preservation? No, he didn't. Okay, that's fine. So we'll restore health over here. Okay, so this now's when this card is actually pretty interesting. So it's a kind of overcosted, 2 attack, 5 health, but it has Surge, so we get an extra action when we play it. So we could use this to, you know, come down, attack on the same turn that we play it. Let's figure out what we're doing here. I think we'll bash with one of these guys. Get rid of this. They didn't play another minion, so we get to bash with this. And that's it. There we go. So we're in a little bit of a risky situation with our with the health of our boys, of our team. But we got there. So this is the scoring thing. So you get basically I believe the way that it works is the first time that you beat a quest each day, you're going to get this score thing. If you do it another time, it's severely reduced. But this is like the in-game currency. You also have these first-time rewards. So the first time that you beat a quest with a specific hero, you get like 50 in-game currency. I'm not sure what this is. This is like a Palantir view. Oh, here you go. So if you score 250 or more, you get, with this character in your party, you get like an in-game kind of role in a way. It's very strange. But yeah, so the better you do, you know, the more rewards you get. There's kind of an incentive to come back and play, especially once you unlock new characters, because you can start getting those rewards. So if we'll go to the vault. So this is where we buy things. So for instance, you know, we've got this is the Shadows Reach campaign that we were playing through. We already own these 3. But if we wanted to buy this one, it would either cost us $2 or 3,750 Valor points, which is quite a lot. I think when you just create an account, you get 3,000. So that's quite a lot. But $2, you know, for what you just saw, you know, it's pretty good. The other thing is, by buying this, it essentially gives you a bit of a refund when you actually go to play through it. You know, when you play through it with new characters and things like that. So I think the business model is actually is interesting, to say the least. The other thing that we've got is these packs. So these have extra characters and stuff in them. So if we really wanted to play Legolas, we could pick this up. Same kind of price point, but it gives us a new hero. Legolas is like a red hero with ranged, so that's kind of cool. And we get some kind of themed cards to go with that. So we can start adding those cards into our deck. That we've got, who's this? Faramir. Seems pretty cool. And Eowyn, which is fantastic artwork. I really like that artwork. And it's got some cards to go with that. So you can start customizing your deck. You know, you can try and create something that you like, something unique, maybe go for some big scores. So in that aspect, it's kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, which is something I never thought I'd say, compare like a Lord of the Rings game to Yu-Gi-Oh! And then in here, this is like where you craft your singles and things like that. So you can go through, you know, we can, if we wanted some Lembas, we could make 1 copy or 2 copies. I think it's 2 copies for a playset. Eowyn. Thank you so much. Starbroach gives Starwood. But yeah, this is looks like there's rarities and stuff involved. So this is maybe a rare and costs some more. Tree People. This card is available in the Hero Pack Prince of Mirthwood. Okay, cool. So it looks like those packs are set cards. And every other card you have to craft in a way. So it's kind of a bit of an interesting balance of like, do you spend your resources on campaigns? Do you spend it on cards? Probably campaigns and then cards, I imagine. There's also a thing called a Palantir view, which I don't have any at the moment, but you basically look into... Can I use one without having one? Weird. But you basically look into this thing and it'll either give you an option of getting some Valor points or a single card. And I guess it's just kind of a fun, you know, pull the lever on the machine or roll the dice or whatnot. But yeah, so that's a bit of a first look at the Lord of the Rings Living card game. The digital version just released on Steam. If you want to get into it, you can jump over to Steam and get early access through getting one of the like founders packs. There's a couple of different price points. I myself just went for the cheapest one, but if you want to, you know, jump into the game and you want to get all the cards, all those packs, you can go for one of the higher price point ones, maybe $15-$30 or something like that. You should be able to buy everything in the game right now, because it's just a couple of campaigns, couple of characters. Yeah, hope you enjoyed that. If you would like to follow me on other social medias, all the links will be down in the description on YouTube. You can come hit me up on Twitter if you are after any information. But yeah, until next time, stay safe, stay wavy. Bye.